So what's going on, everybody? So I normally don't start my videos like this, but I did want to come on here and say a couple of things, and I want to say it to you all most importantly. I've had the opportunity to meet a few of you in person over the past few weeks. Just want to tell y'all that, I appreciate y'all following me, and it was it's really cool to get to meet y'all in person, and thank y'all for the kind words. Each of you had a lot of kind words to say. You find my content very helpful. That makes me feel good that I'm able to make content that you can use and learn from. You enjoy the content that I put out as far as what I do and the teaching aspect of it. Again, thank you so much for the kind words that you have said, and not to exclude anybody else, to the rest of my followers, thank you as well. Want to tell each and every single one of you thank you. I appreciate every one of you for following me and for watching my content. If you're watching this now and you hadn't subscribed, please do. I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. Have a video following this, so we're going to get to it now. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I did want to come on here and just tell you guys that. But stay tuned. Video follows now. What is up, everybody? How y'all doing this morning? So we're going to start this video off with a back. We are looking for a 2264, which should be right here. I'm at the Lowe's DC in Valdosta, I believe. Yep, there's my spot right there, 2264. So I'm gonna go up here and spin around. I believe I've done a video here before. Pretty sure I have. Now, I left the house this morning. It is Monday morning. I was coming here. The load that me and the old co-pilot, the old puppers, if you watched the last video, the old load that we picked up last week, Friday, and took home. I don't think I did a video on that one. I don't think I did a video on that actual load when we picked up. Can't remember where I left off at on that one. But anyways, Friday, I went to Fountain Inn, North Carolina, South Carolina. Fountain Inn, South Carolina, and picked up a load and took it through the house, and that's the load I got now, dropping off today. Unfortunately, I got to get out and unlock. No, that's not me. I'm up here. I got to get out and unlock my daggone hubs, or tandems. Unlock my hubs, yeah, like I'm fixing to do 4-wheel drive in this thing. What the hell? But no, I'm gonna do got to get out and unlock my tandems, because normally when I slide my tandems I leave them unlocked. So like when I come here now, I can just slide them back. Well, the daggone guard at the guard shack, they got a new guard, and for whatever reason, when I slid my tandems, he was standing at the back to make sure I slid them, and he locked them. So, ooh, somebody drug them trailers. Them tires. I said somebody drug them trailers. That's how you end up with bad flat spots on your trailer. I picked up one at the Miller Coors in Albany a couple of weeks back, and it actually had major flat spots on the tires. I had to take them across the street to the shop and have them to put new tires on them, because somebody drug the tires like that. I couldn't even pull it. It was so bad. Rolling through the parking lot just slow. I mean, you can see the trailer just shake just from the trailer tires being so flat. Not flat with air, flat spotted from being drugged. Yeah, I don't know why he decided to lock the tandems, but it is what it is. If I'd have been paying more attention, I could have just swung on around. I didn't even have to turn around. I could have just swung up and just made a U-turn and then backed in that way. It's all right. You can do it this way too. Oh man, doggone glasses fell. They'll get scratched up. Put them in the pupper bed over there, or the booster seat, puppy booster seat. He's not with me today. I left him at home this week. I'm not gonna bring him on the truck. In case those of you are wondering and didn't see my last video, go watch it. Go watch it. Brought my dog on the road with me for last week. Yes, a must see. If you hadn't seen it already, please go watch it. But anyways, what I was saying is I left him at home this week. I don't have him on the trailer or the truck with me, and mainly the reason for that is because I'm due for a service. I need to get my truck into the shop sometime this week. I'm gonna contact dispatch and have them to schedule me in to get, I need an A and a B service. Actually, my A service is due now. My B service is due in like another 3,000 miles. So I'm going like in between them and just get them both done, instead of taking it in for my A service now and then taking it, you know, in another week or two for my B service, which if I took it in the shop, I mean, I'm almost positive they would just go ahead and do the B service anyway. But I want to be certain, I want to be sure. So, but yeah, anyways, that's the reason that I did not bring him, because I don't know how much downtime I'll have at the shop. I am not going to get in a backup truck, and that's why I'm going to have them have dispatch to schedule it for me. Make me an appointment, which I'm sure the appointment time won't matter. I still have to sit and wait, and the normal words that they say is, well, we'll get to it when we get to it. Can't promise you we'll get, you know. But anyways, in preparations for all that happening, I left the old puppers at the house. Oh man, sorry about that. Got the camera all up in the had the camera all up in the door of the frame there, hitting the camera. Sorry guys. But yeah, anyways, I started the video off with the back. So there you have it. I'm gonna get out, lock my tandems, unhook this trailer. I got to go find my other trailer, which is on the other side where I come in the gate. Pickup lane, it is a 1648. So we'll go to that side and pick that one up, and I'll hit ready for dispatch and see where we go from there. At this point, I don't know where we're going, so we'll see. Yeah, I'll check back in when I find out where we're going. All right, so I hit ready for dispatch, and dispatch sent a message and said head to Albany. So that's where I'm headed to now. They didn't give me any load information or anything like that. So normally when I go to Albany, I will go to the Miller Coors and get a load of beer coming out of there, but they didn't, like I said, they didn't send any load information. So at this point, I'm just going to drive to the Albany yard. There may be load on that yard that they're wanting me to pick up and take out of there. Really don't understand why they didn't give me load information. They usually do that regardless, at least tell me. I don't know, I've done that before. Can't remember where I was at. I was coming maybe from somewhere in Alabama. Can't really remember exactly where it was now, to be right off, but yeah, they did send me there. They just said head to Albany, so I went to the yard, and I think once I got there, they actually sent me across the road to the brewery anyway. I really can't remember though, it's been so far back, and heck, I mean, I've delivered so many daggum loads, I don't know what's what. They're all running together. But oh boy, you can tell old Puppers was all on the window. I cleaned my windows a couple of times last week. Well, mine too, you know. I had to clean those again. He likes to get up there. I done cleaned them a couple of times over the week. I had to clean them again. He likes getting up in the window looking out, but when when we start slowing down, or when we're stopping at a red light or stop sign somewhere, or pulling in somewhere, he likes to get up there. I'll crack the window far enough for him to get his head and nose out, and he likes to smell the air. He wants to see where we're at. So yeah, that's what all the little nose prints are all over the window. I hadn't seen it yet. The sun didn't hit it just right. When it's a shadow on it, you really can't see it. That's why I just happened to look then. The sun was on it just right. I was like, wow. But yeah, anyways, headed to Albany. I guess I'll go to the yard, and then I will send a message to dispatch and let them know that I am in Albany, and see what they tell me then. They'll either tell me to pull the load off of the yard, or to go across the street and pull the load out of the brewery. But yeah, so interesting story for you guys. I debated on telling you, but then I was like, yeah, why not tell them? I'm a rookie, things happen. So and again, that's why I do this channel. So last week, had my dog with me. I have a habit. Well, I guess it's not a good enough habit or a bad enough habit. I guess can habits be good? If it's a habit, she's a bad. I don't know. Either way, it's neither good nor bad enough of a habit if I screwed up. So I have, or been trying to have, a habit of keeping the key in my pocket to the truck. You know, I have spare keys. I actually have 2 spare keys. I have the one in the ignition and 2 spare keys. So I keep one in my pocket at all times. I've been telling myself that I want to get a spare key and put outside the truck somewhere, maybe in the box, you know, in case I lock myself out or anything like that. Well, the problem with that is most of the time when I go to truck stops, or, you know, park, you know, in a lot of wherever, I will lock the boxes so nobody, you know, goes in there and takes my tools out or whatever. So it really defeats the purpose of putting a spare key in the box. Well, long story short, there is one in the box now, and it's going to stay there. So, of course, when I lay down at night, I got, I don't know if y'all remember the little baskets that I have hanging on the back there. I have one in particular that I put my wallet in, my watch, and, you know, the keys and all overnight, so they're not in my pocket. If I pull my pants off, you know, they'll all fall out and maybe get kicked under one, you know, the seat or something. Or anyways, I always put them in there. It's a habit. So habit I always have at home. You know, I got a certain spot. When I go home, I empty my pockets. You know, everything goes in its place. So I do the same thing here. But when I wake up in the mornings, I always tried to be in the habit of grabbing the keys, putting them in my pocket. You know, grabbing everything out of the basket, getting ready to go for the day. It don't matter if I still got, you know, time to wait for my clock to reset or not. When I would get up and get dressed for the day, I would grab everything out of the basket. Well, having my dog on the truck for the first time, it was kind of like a new routine for me. So, alright, make sure that car wasn't getting over. But anyways, waking up, you know, he wakes up and he's done slept all night, so he's antsy, he wants to get out, he's got to take his bathroom break, he's ready to go. So I'm trying to get up, go ahead and get dressed and hurry up and let him relieve himself, let him out. But in doing so, I forgot to get my keys one time, just one particular time. And the one time that I forget to get my key, I get locked out. So I always lock my truck door, no matter what. When I get out, I lock it. So this particular time, when I got out, there was, you know, a truck done moved that was parked beside us, so, you know, a whole spot opened up there, and I always try to back up to, you know, a grass spot, outer perimeter spot anywhere I go. I try not to get in the middle, and that way, you know, and especially for him, you know, you got grass access or wood line back there that, you know, I can take him quickly to relieve himself. So when I went to get out of the truck, I told myself, well, I'm not going to lock it because I'm just going to be right there. You know, I'm going to be at the back of the truck, or the back of the trailer there, the grass line. Nobody's going to try to get in my truck while I'm there. So no big deal. Don't lock the door. So I get him and jump out the truck, let him do his thing. I come back to the truck, grab the door handle, and immediately, oh crap. I reach for my pocket and I'm like, oh crap. Reach for my other pocket, I don't even have my phone. I don't have anything. I just got up, threw my clothes on, threw my shoes on, got him harnessed up, put the leash on, and took him out. So even though I'm sitting there drilling in my head that I'm not gonna lock this door because I'm just going right there, I guess it's muscle memory, because like I said, every time I get out of this truck, no matter where I'm at, I lock the door. So even telling myself, nah, it'll be cool, I'm not gonna lock it, I guess just muscle memory, I locked the daggone door. So I locked myself out. So I had to take the pup in the store with me, which of course, mind you, no pets allowed. They're looking at me all crazy, and I'm like, look, I'm sorry, I got no choice. Locked myself out of my truck. I need y'all to call a locksmith for me. Well, the guy behind the counter starts looking, and he said, we used to have their cards here somewhere. Here, I'll write the number down. And I was like, no, you don't understand. I need you to call for me. I don't have my phone or anything. I've totally locked myself out of the truck and away from everything. I have nothing. And he said, oh. So anyways, he dials the number and gives me the phone. And this is like 3:30 in the morning, because I get up at 3 a.m. and start rolling at 4 a.m. But the guy, he's just right around the corner, but he apparently was asleep, even though he advertises it's 24/7. So the phone rings, he never answers. I was like, crap. So I hand the phone back to him, and I was like, look, can y'all please try the number again? Let me try. I don't know what else to do. You know, I got to get a locksmith out here. So I dialed the number again, gave me the phone, and he picked up on the first ring. I was like, thank goodness, I need somebody to come let me in my truck. Well, after waiting about an hour, like I said, he's right next door, pretty much next door to the place, but I don't think that was his actual house. I don't think he actually lived there. I'm not sure. I know his shop was there, but I don't know exactly where he lived at or where he had to come from. I know he said when he got up to get ready, his son had his truck, so he had to find his son and find his truck, so that obviously took a little bit of time. But anyways, me and old Puppers, I walked him around a little bit, and we ended up sitting on the truck step out here, waiting for like an hour and 15 minutes for the locksmith to come. And boy, let me tell you, when he showed up, I was a happy camper. These signs were already lit up. Trucks must enter the weigh station. So they're just screwing with people today for whatever reason. I'm empty, so there's no reason. I seen them. I don't know how much y'all could tell I don't know if the GoPro picked it up, but they were already lit up. Must enter even before I hit the scales. But anyways, that's that story. I'm gonna cut it here because I am going into the DOT scales. I sure don't want them to try to give me any hassle seeing a GoPro on my head, even though it's perfectly legal. I'm hands-free. I'm doing nothing illegal. Still, I just don't want no trouble. So I'm gonna cut it, set it down, and thought y'all'd like that story, and I'll get with y'all in a bit. Well, morning everybody. It's a new day and new morning, and as you can tell, it's raining. Raining pretty good too. Well, it actually looks worse on the windshield than it actually is raining. Figured I'd be safety conscious and do a vlog while it's raining, while driving a truck. What's wrong with that, huh? No, anyways, so yesterday when I left off, I was sent to Albany. They didn't tell me a load, so when I got there, I just pulled into the yard and sent dispatch a message and told them that I was in Albany, and I sent a ready call again. So kind of like I figured, they sent me a load out of the brewery across the street. Why they didn't send me the information, I'm really not sure. But however, the load that they did give me, from that time, I really only had like an hour and a half cushion. So calculating the delivery appointment that I had, which was for 4 a.m. this morning, which kind of sucks because that's what time I get rolling, so I had to get up a little earlier, but no big deal. You gotta do what you gotta do, and I don't mind that sometimes, so you know, it wasn't that bad. But anyways, by the time I got to Albany and sent ready, I only had like an hour and a half cushion on the delivery. So if you take in consideration the time that it was when I was there to how long it would take me to get there, and then adding my 10-hour mandatory break on top of that, it only gave me, it was actually like 2:30. So my appointment, like I said, was 4 o'clock this morning. So that only gave me an hour and a half buffer, which for a 5-hour trip, that's really not a lot, because you could run into anything. You can run into traffic, or just anything can happen, and you would lose that hour and a half cushion really quick. So I let dispatch know, first I asked if that was my actual appointment time or just a generic time that they may have thrown in there, because they'll do that sometimes, not often, but sometimes they will, just to fill in the blank, just have a time to put on there. But anyways, I asked if it was my actual appointment or if there was a little bit of give on the time, and they said that that is my actual appointment time. Excuse me, I'm sorry, burping this morning, I apologize. But and I asked if I was going to be able to make it, and I told them it's going to be real tight, but I feel like I could make it as long as I don't run into any trouble. So they said, okay, no problem, just let us know if something happens. So I get the point that I'm getting at is, I guess that's why they didn't give me a load when I dropped in Valdosta. They wanted to make sure. The message has arrived. Goodness, that's loud. I had it turned up because while I was driving, I was trying to listen to a message. I sent dispatch a message to get me in the shop for my A and B service. So I turned the volume up, because you can't read it while you're going down the road. It's a safety feature. You can listen to it, you can click on it and push play. So that's why it was turned up. So I was listening to the message. Forgot to turn it back down. But where was that? Now I done got all sidetracked. What I was. Anyways, yeah. That's why I feel like that's why he didn't give me the load yet. When I dropped in Valdosta, he wanted to make sure that I got to Albany in enough time for him to put that load on me. Because if I wouldn't have, then either he could have gave it to somebody else, or they would have just had to reschedule the delivery time. But yeah, anyways, we did make it. I did get there and dropped. It was obviously dark, so I didn't turn the camera on. So we got a load of dunnage now. We're going back to the brewery in Albany. When I got there, the receiver said that he had a load of dunnage already on a trailer. Asked if I wouldn't mind asking dispatch if they wanted me to get that load or not. So long story short, yep, it worked out. I got this load headed straight back to where I picked up. I don't know if I told you where I went. I just delivered in West Columbia, South Carolina. So I'm going from there back to Albany, Georgia. Works out perfect because, like I said, I'm scheduling the A and B service. My A service is actually a couple hundred miles overdue, and my B service is due in around 3,000 miles, which that'll be, I can almost get that within a week's time. I mean, obviously now it's midweek, so I'm definitely not going to get that by this week. But what I'm getting at is I wanted to get them both done at the same time, because I didn't want to go in the shop for my A service this week and then next week, or the following week after that, be right back in the shop for my B service. So usually when they do the B service, they do the same thing that they would do in the A service, which is usually just greasing and checking levels and stuff like that. The B service is a little more in depth. But anyways, he's got me scheduled in Albany for the morning. So I'll lose a little bit of time, but hey, it's something that's got to be done. I'll lose a little bit of time today because when I drop in Albany, the terminal is right across the street from the brewery, and I think I should have a couple hours left on my clock. But there's really no sense in them sending me from Albany somewhere else when I got to be right back in Albany first thing in the morning to get my service done. So I'll probably just bobtail across the street. That's what I was asking. Sweaty just messaged me back. I don't know what it says, I hadn't checked it, but I was asking if he wanted me to bobtail across the street. Surely he wouldn't want me to pull a load out of there. I mean, he may want me to pull a load out of there and just drop it in the yard for somebody else to pick up. but you know, who knows. But yeah, that's that. Oh, another thing, I told myself that this was going to happen. If you watched my last video with my co-pilot, you know that I got my dog that was riding with me. I introduced my dog and I told y'all his name. Well, when I edited the video and I played it back and was watching it, I even told my girlfriend, I said, you know, I should have edited his name on the screen when I said his name. And I said, because people are going to think that I said something else. Well, I done got a couple of comments already asking, you named your dog Dope? D-O-P-E? No, that's not my dog's name. My dog's name is Doak. D-O-A-K. So, story behind that, in case you're wondering, I'm sure you are. I'm originally from Florida. So I've been a Florida State Seminole fan. That's for you that don't know, that's a college football team. But I've been a Florida State Seminole fan ever since I was old enough to know what football is. So yeah, I know. Go ahead and give me all the flack you want to. I know we're struggling. We've been struggling the past couple of years, but hey, it happens to the best. You can't be perfect all the time. This is a true example. But anyways, get it out of the way. But yeah. The stadium they play at is called Doak Campbell Stadium, and it's named after a guy, Doak Campbell, obviously, who was the president and founder of Florida State. It started off as a women's college, and then they turned it into a co-ed, and then you know, he overseen the what it has turned into today. Well, obviously, you know, a few things have changed, but as far as the sports programs and the football, and he built the stadium, and you know, just changed it from all women's to the co-ed. But anyways, he was the president and founder of Florida State University, so that's what my dog is named after, Doak, D-O-A-K. But yeah, I thought that was funny. Like I said, when I edited it and watched the I said edited it. Why is that word so hard to say something? Anyways, when I edited the film, see, I almost couldn't spit it out then, and watched it back, and when I said Doak, I told my girlfriend then, I said, yeah, that sounds like I said dope. I said, I'm sure I'm gonna get some people saying, you named your dog Dope? Really? So yeah, just to clarify that a little bit, his name is Doak. But yep, enough on that. I just wanted to come back on. I know I was going to tell y'all that I was going to come on after I got to Albany and find out where I was going, but I didn't. I just grabbed the load and got on the road. I was actually, I mean, I was pressed for time, yeah, but that's no excuse. I still could have picked up the camera and filmed. I mean, I'm still driving, so that wouldn't have stopped me, but I don't know. Excuses. I don't know why I didn't pick it up and do it, but there you have it. If it's not raining too bad, I'll try to get some backup footage up here at the brewery, or at least get, I don't know, try to get a little bit of footage somewhere along the lines. We'll get you something, but hang in there. All right, so got a question. If, and I'm saying if because I know it's not possible, but work with me here. If it was possible, okay, hold on. I heard that truck's belt was squeaking, so I was trying to wait till I got past it so you could hear me. But if it was possible for you to drive your car at the light of speed, and you, wait, I said that all wrong. All right, so if it was possible, let's see, I got to drop on D road, so to be able to sight side, I'm gonna go around and cut through and do it that way. Anyways, what I was trying to say is, why I screwed that, all of us. If you could drive your car at the speed of light and you turned on your headlights, would they work? But anyways, we're here in Albany. We made it to our drop. I'm going to drop the trailer on D-Road. Like I said, we just passed up D-Road. I'm gonna go in down here. Got to cut through. I'm gonna go in down here and cut back this way. They didn't give me no particular slot. She just said anywhere on D-Road. But to make it a sight side back for me, I'm gonna go and turn in here so I can turn down and be set up like I need to be. We are just dropping. I am bobtailing out because I am scheduled to get my service in the morning. So once I get this in and dropped, I'll be bobtailing out, and that'd be the end of my day. Go down here and pick us a spot. And that'd be a good spot right there, but old Snyder's right there. Well, I could have still got it in there, I guess. Got plenty of room. I have to call you back, KJ. She'll understand. It's for video purposes. It's my girl calling me. She must be on her lunch break. I didn't lock the tandems back this time, or the guard didn't lock them, so they are still loose. They were slid back, but I'll slide them to the front now, so it'd be easier to back. I don't know if y'all can hear that pop just in, those tandems. When you turn the trailer like that, those tandems just snap and pop and do all kind of weird noises. It always gets me. It always makes me think I hit something when I know I didn't. But it still gets me. It gets me every time. And is this gonna be a one-shotter? Is this gonna be, oh, I'm so close to the line on this side. Man, that was almost a one-shotter. Technically it is, because if you can see that line, I'm in. I am in. But me being me, I've said it a million times before, I'm not that guy, and I don't want to be that guy, so I will move it over just a little bit. I mean, I could have left it there, and most people will, but I try to look out for the next guy, and the next guy is the guy that comes and drops the trailer beside this trailer that I'm dropping. And if I'm too close to the yellow line, then that means I would be close to his trailer, or he would be close to my trailer when he gets his trailer in the hole, and then he would have a hard time getting to his landing gear and stuff like that. So, you know, I try to help the next guy. I know the next guy don't always or won't help his next guy, but I mean, it is what it is. All right, so I'm gonna slide my tandems, get it put in the hole. I'm gonna lock them, drop this trailer, and that's gonna be it. I'm gonna answer this phone call. Like I said, my girl, she's on lunch, and she is second time that I've deflected her call. She's probably wondering what's going on. She usually gets pretty worried because I'm, you know, of course I'm out on the road, so if I don't answer after, you know, a few minutes, you know, sometimes I get busy doing this or that or moving trailers around, but she'll eventually start getting worried if I don't answer. So I'm gonna rock it, make sure that locks in good. I'm gonna back it up just a little bit more and get it in the spot, and that's gonna be it for this video. As always, appreciate y'all watching. If y'all have not subscribed already, please do make sure to click that subscribe, click the bell, click on all, so you'll get all notifications when I post a video. So yeah, that's it. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.